In the shadows of secrecy and oppression, North Korea stands as a fortress, guarded by a regime that tightly controls its citizens and shuts itself off from the rest of the world. Yet, in the face of this notorious reputation, some brave souls have dared to defy the odds, seeking freedom and a brighter future beyond their closed-off nation. Over the years, numerous individuals risked everything to escape North Korea, navigating perilous paths in pursuit of a better life. However, the regime's grip has only tightened, evolving into a sophisticated web that makes escape seem like an impossible feat. This video delves into the relentless evolution of North Korea's measures to curb defections and sheds light on the harsh consequences faced by those who challenge the regime's authority. Join us as we unravel the daunting journey of those who strive for freedom against all odds. However, before we begin our video, we would greatly appreciate it if you would subscribe to our YouTube channel and also press the bell icon. Let's get started. The Isolationist Regime. Enter the enigmatic realm of North Korea, officially dubbed the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, where the Kim family dynasty has held the reins since its inception in 1948. In the shadows of this regime, the nation has taken on the form of a totalitarian stronghold, meticulously isolating its citizens from external influences while maintaining an iron grip on the flow of information. At the heart of North Korea's governance lies the ideology of Juche, a guiding principle that champions self-reliance and unwavering loyalty to the supreme leader. This ideological stance has not only shaped the nation's policies, but has also cultivated a pervasive cult of personality around the ruling family, cementing their authority in the psyche of the people. Restricting defections. In the early years, North Korean defections painted a different landscape, one where escape wasn't as heavily monitored or penalized as it is today. Back then, daring individuals sought refuge in neighboring South Korea or China, driven by the pursuit of better opportunities and freedom from the clutches of an oppressive regime. However, as the number of defectors grew, casting a spotlight on the desperation of those seeking a way out, the North Korean government responded with an iron fist. Stricter measures were put in place to staunch the flow of its citizens seeking freedom. Border security. To quell the rising tide of defections, North Korea took drastic measures, fortifying its borders with both China and South Korea. The Demilitarized Zone, DMZ, that stands as a stark divider between North and South Korea, emerged as one of the most heavily fortified borders globally, boasting a formidable arsenal of landmines, barbed wire, and vigilant armed guards. Venturing across this heavily guarded zone is not just a risky endeavor, it's a potentially life-threatening odyssey. Surveillance and informants. In the government's quest to tighten its grip, a vast network of informants emerged, urging citizens to spy on one another and report any hint of suspicious behavior. This insidious system cast a pervasive shadow of fear across the population, planting seeds of doubt and reluctance to even consider defection. The fear of betrayal by friends or family loomed large, creating a chilling atmosphere where one's closest allies could potentially become informants. Strict punishments. For those who dared to defy the odds and were caught attempting to escape, the consequences were nothing short of harrowing. The regime's response was swift and brutal, meting out severe punishments that spanned from forced labor in grueling camps to the grim spectacle of public execution. These deterrents weren't just punishments, they were a chilling reminder of the high stakes involved. The specter of such dire repercussions became a formidable weapon, instilling fear in the hearts of potential defectors and serving as a stark warning to anyone harboring thoughts of escape. Diplomatic pressure. Expanding its reach, North Korea sought assistance from allies like China and Russia, urging them to arrest and repatriate defectors discovered within their borders. This collaborative effort has cast an even more formidable net, making it increasingly challenging for those seeking refuge to find solace in neighboring countries. As we unravel this diplomatic chess game, we explore the complexities that arise when nations align to tighten the noose around potential defectors. The collaborative efforts of North Korea's allies serve as an additional layer of obstruction for those yearning to break free from the regime's grasp. Heightened surveillance. In its relentless pursuit of control, North Korea deployed advanced surveillance systems to scrutinize every move and communication of its citizens. The government harnessed technology, including closed-circuit television, CCTV cameras, and internet monitoring, creating a pervasive web that tracked individuals and preempted any inkling of escape. The sophisticated surveillance apparatus becomes a silent, omnipresent force, further constricting the already narrow avenues for those yearning to break free. In this digital dystopia, escape becomes a precarious dance, constantly under the watchful gaze of a regime determined to maintain its vice-like grip on its citizens. Despite the daunting barriers erected by the North Korean regime, tales of resilience emerged as some individuals found daring ways to escape the clutches of oppression. China. The border along the Yalu and Tumen rivers became a lifeline for defectors navigating the perilous path to freedom. Yet the Chinese government's strict repatriation policy and the constant threat of capture by North Korean agents turned this escape route into a high-stakes gamble. Underground networks. In the shadows, some defectors sought aid from clandestine networks, engaging brokers and humanitarian organizations to guide them on their journey to freedom. While these underground pathways carried their own risks, they presented a flicker of hope for those desperate to break free from the suffocating grip of the regime. South Korea and beyond. A select few managed to defy the odds, embarking on arduous journeys through multiple countries to reach South Korea or other havens. These defection routes demanded unparalleled courage, unwavering resilience, and often a stroke of luck. Join us as we unravel these stories of daring escapes, highlighting the extraordinary lengths individuals went to for the promise of a brighter, freer tomorrow. Consequences for defectors and their families. The stakes of a failed defection attempt extend far beyond the individual defector, reaching deep into the lives of their families. The repercussions are stark. Public executions or prolonged sentences in inhumane forced labor camps await those caught in the web of escape. However, the shadow of punishment doesn't stop at the defector's doorstep. Enter the grim reality of a three-generational punishment system, where the actions of one family member reverberate through generations. The families of defectors find themselves thrust into a life of discrimination and marginalization. North Korea's isolationist regime has cast a formidable net, making the pursuit of freedom beyond its borders a near impossible feat for its citizens. The regime's vice-like grip, fortified by strict control, pervasive surveillance, and harsh punishments, has shrouded the nation in an atmosphere of fear, rendering defection a daring and perilous undertaking. Yet, amid the challenges, a flicker of hope persists. Brave individuals, driven by an unyielding spirit, continue to defy the odds, risking everything for the promise of a brighter life beyond the oppressive regime. As the world bears witness to the human rights abuses within North Korea, it becomes imperative to extend international efforts. Supporting those who manage to escape and advocating for change within the country become crucial pillars in the fight against the perpetuation of this humanitarian crisis. So that's it for today. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and click the bell button to get all the latest updates.